Streaming. I've had a very interesting encounter with streaming. Some of you may know all about streaming, some of you may know nothing about streaming. When I first encountered streaming, I knew nothing about it. It was several years ago when it wasn't so prevalent, when there wasn't so many avenues and so many people using it. And the first time I encountered it was when I had opened up the record company. So as you already know or may not know, I'm an idea guy. I like to create stuff. I'm not much into details. I never went to school for anything. I do this out of passion, just because I like to entertain. I like to tell funny stories, and I've had a lot of experiences. And this is one of them. So during the time of the Praise Warriors, and we were trying to get our music out there, I opened a record company. It took hours and hours to produce this music. We actually made an album. The computer crashed and we lost it. So there was all kinds of struggles and ups and downs in this area. I had to do copyrights and paperwork, to which I hate. I just want to create. I just want to make music, write songs. I want to produce videos. I actually like to write a movie script. I like to direct. I like to get into all those aspects. But you need schooling, you need connections, and you need free time. You know, I don't really have any of that. I just like to make things like children and videos and music, and you like how I slid children in there. So, during the process of making the Praise Warriors, I went to CD Baby to have the music distributed, to put it on all formats as far as distribution, as well as streaming. Now, I didn't know at the time about the streaming. I just signed up for everything and made sure I was copywritten and they could do the publishing, so that since they were doing the distribution, they would be easier to do the publishing. And it all went well. Everything was fine. So we were doing our thing, and again, I know nothing about business in detail, so I was more worried about the performance aspect and just pushing the Praise Warriors and getting this music done and getting the dances and the choreography, and hopefully we would blow, hopefully we would do something substantial and make some money and continue this. I would like nothing more than my children to continue to perform and perform for years to come. At this point in time, and it might have been a year, maybe a year or so, I get an invoice stating how much we made for the year, or how much money we had made during this time of streaming and selling CDs. So again, I look over the document. It's like 50 bucks, 60 bucks. I don't think anything of it at all. 50, 60 bucks, that's good, man. We selling a couple of CDs. That's sweet. I mean, for the overhead it cost me, it didn't really cost a whole lot except for making the company. And that even cost a lot because I did it on the barter system with a woman from church who needed an electrician. But I digress. It wasn't a great deal of money, but it was fine. Thank you. Alright, boom. I didn't look over it. So at some reason I got an email, and I was going over the CD Baby account on my page, on that particular page on that website. And it was giving a breakdown of the sales you made. And I happened to go over to see the CD sales, and it didn't add up. The CD sales added up to like 2 or 3 CDs. But yet it was $30 or $40. The CD was going for like 7 to 10 bucks, 7, 8 bucks. So how did we get to 30? So I'm looking at the downloads, and I'm seeing that it was streamed thousands of times. There was pages and pages of streams. And I'm like, yo. Then I looked a little closer during my investigation, and it's streamed in Zimbabwe. It's streamed in Australia. It's streamed in UK. I'm like, what is this? What? But wait. 30 bucks. 30 bucks. All these streams, 30 bucks? What the deal? So I'm starting to look, and I go again. I get the page now. I print it out. Like, wait, we gonna see this. So I print it out, and it shows the increment of money that you get per stream. .000 point got my antenna up, baby. What increment of money is that? Snatch that paper, and I go to my wife like, hey, what is this amount of money? And just as I thought, it's way under a penny. What? You paying me under a penny for all the work that we just put in? The hours in the studio, the amount of scripture we had to learn, the amount of producing and tracks, it under a penny. You done lost your mind. But who authorized that? So again, cooler heads prevail. And here comes my wife. Honey, if it's there, you okay that. And lo and behold, I signed up for that. And I'm undone. How dare you give me under? Stop that right now. I go, that's right, that's what I'm supposed to get. And they're like, yes, Mr. Batten. Stop it. And I stop my streams. Huh? How dare you? My dumb butt. That was dumb. Because I didn't know, I had no idea. See, what I didn't understand was, first off, for someone such as myself who's a no one, that's how much you get. I don't know what the industry charges or what it gives their mainstream artists, because I'm sure they've negotiated amounts far more than that. I'm sure they're not giving that to Jay-Z and Taylor Swift and those individuals, but I'm not them. I cut my head off because that had me in foreign countries to which I would have never had an avenue to reach. It had me reaching audiences that I had no idea even existed. Not only that, that is the going rate for someone such as myself. During my further investigation, I found out that these individuals changed the criteria of the way that music is being distributed. And instead of saying that they purchased your music, they said that they rented. And because there was no amount set, like a minimum price, they set their own, which is under a penny. Why this hasn't been rectified, changed, altered, or contested, I don't know. Maybe it has. I'm not in that arena anymore, but it's really weird to me how anyone would allow your music to be considered rented and give you under a penny for it. And then these streaming organizations say you can listen to your artist's music anytime you want, anywhere you want. And honestly, no, unless you bought it. If you think about it, you shouldn't be listening to my music anytime you want, anywhere you want, unless you bought it from me. But that's not the case anymore, because we rented it from you and made it available. It's smarter than me. So now, after all my investigation and my ranting and raving, I finally had to go back and say, yeah, you can go ahead and stream that. You can go ahead and stream that, because that's the only way you can get that type of distribution. Everybody's doing it. Now, here we are 12 years later. You can't do anything without streaming. If you're not streaming, you're not steaming. So, but I got introduced under a penny. Did you know that? I mean, maybe some of you don't care. Some of you are raising your eyebrows now, find it interesting, and some of you are like, what? I didn't know that. But I found out the hard way, because I got mad. Like, how? Turn it off. And then I had to go back, like, turn it back on. I don't like the increment of money, but the exposure, the opportunities, because we even got invited to perform at an Indian reservation. We weren't able to take up on that offer because we couldn't finance our own trip out there. Large family. I didn't have the money. They were gonna try and pay us. I wanted to go. Everybody wanted to go just for the experience, to actually meet Native Americans who are actually almost extinct. Let's not get into it. So anyway, so that's my streaming experience. It was very, very eventful. Under a penny. I mean 000 point something or other. I mean, after the first two zeros, it's like, why bother? So I just wanted to share that, my people. Be aware if you ever stream, because it's I don't know, unless you're a major artist, you got a record deal, you would, you know, Def Jam or something. So that's all I got for you. Come on, I'm out of here. Get out my face. I'm done.